101.7 KPSU, Goodwill, Oklahoma. The Tie Fly and the Doug Bug Show with Daddy Dave. We actually missed a prediction, and we went ahead and made our predictions off air so that we could I didn't have to type them out. The Goody Fast Relief, or Pain Relief 500 in Martinsville, Virginia, NASCAR Cup Series, Sprint Cup Series. Doug, you won the draw. Go ahead and tell me who you're picking.
Jimmie Johnson.
He won the race 2 times in a row. He's won 2 of the last 3 races. Yeah. I can't say nothing nice to you that we could say over the air because of that. And now David gets to pick, and I get to dog on his pick.
I picked Kevin Harvick just because it's going to hack you off.
Number 1 in the standings, and my most hated driver.
But he won't be number 1 for a
Why?
long.
Why? Why do you hate Kevin Harvick?
I have my reasons.
I just can't think of them right now.
One of the biggest ones is, in reality, and it kind of blows for me, is Pablo Montoya.
Pablo Montoya.
Yeah. He's my favorite driver. And if you remember in the past, where Harvick and him used to get in wrecks all the time together, it's a rivalry.
Because they like each other. They just want to be close.
I think it was they didn't like each other so much they wanted to be close.
Okay, so who'd you pick that's better than Jimmie Johnson and Kevin Harvick?
I picked Clint Bauer. Or Boyer. I messed that one up.
Like, is he?
Okay, I don't know his name, but I'm gonna go with him.
You know what? He's more of a short track racer.
You know this? You don't know his name, but you know that he's a short track racer?
I've seen it. It's like Doug in the NHL, I've seen it. And so I know it.
You're being laughed at by season, that's all I have to say.
That's pretty sad when your own girlfriend laughs at you. Over a sports topic.
And you're supposed to know a lot about it.
That's pretty
Freaking
sad.
Crosby.
Alrighty, the only other thing that we have to bring up, unless we want to talk about the Sweet 16 for another half an hour,
That's alright.
I think, 3 weeks ago, after the show, me and Doug was up here, and Doug goes, you know what? I miss football. I just miss football. Well, Doug, there's a thing called a spring game, and so we have football in the spring.
Yeah,
Yay!
one game.
Against yourself, so you're not going to lose.
OPSU's spring game is set for April 10th at 3 o'clock.
Who are they playing?
Themselves.
Okay.
They're playing the white.
My question is, how does this differ in timing? When we're facing Northwestern, the quarterback's back there and he's thinking, okay, I really don't know how much better the defensive tackle is better than my guard, right? And then, but when you get into this, you go, okay, you're talking about Pedraza versus Walker. How long can he keep him up before he's on top of me?
Right.
So, he's already got a clock in his head now. Where in the past, and when you're playing someone else, you don't know that.
But you get a little
That's why you watch
idea
video.
on film.
But then again, you're comparing somebody else's player to your player, and that never played each other, except for maybe high school.
But
does it change anything?
No.
No. You don't think so?
No. You have that clock, and you have a time, whatever amount of time that is, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 14 seconds, whatever, however long it is. And okay, I've got to get rid of the ball in this amount of time. And I don't think it really matters one lick whether you're playing OPSU's B squad or whether you're playing Ohio State. I don't think it matters. You have that clock in your head. And once that clock goes, the ball better be out of your hand.
if not,
Does it hurt, the defensive linemen to play in this game? Because I'm kind of guessing they're not allowed to take hits on Kevin Laughlin.
No, I don't think it hurts the defensive line at all. It just,
makes them work.
it just makes Kevin Laughlin two-hand touch.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's it.
mean, he can't avoid sacks like he probably would.
Now, what's the things you're looking forward to next year in this game? The things that this game is supposed to, help you with next year. Are you looking at the defensive backs, the linebackers?
The two things that I'm really looking at. Sorry to cut you off, Doug. The two things I'm looking at is to see can Kevin Laughlin maintain his pocket presence for an entire game. One, and two. What have we done to shore up this secondary? That's all I care about in this game. We know our running game is sound. We know our D-line is sound. We know our O-line is pretty sound. How long can Kevin Laughlin stay on his feet in the pocket, and what have we done to fix our secondary?
Well, I was going to look at...
There's some graduating linebackers that I'm kind of worried about.
I was going to look at it like our secondary, mainly our defense, and a third receiver. Because last year it was either Doug Williams or Shea Tarbert. After that, dropped off.
And the scary thing is, Shea Tarbert is actually questionable for next season. I believe he's had back surgery over the off season, and they don't know if he's going to even be 100% by the end of next year.
That's why I was trying to see if we had another receiver step up.
They're going to have to.
Right. I'm curious to see what kind of season Darrell Brister is going to have
Can he
this year.
maintain what he did last year?
Here's what I think is going to happen. I think that by the end of this season, I think we're going to have NFL scouts at these games, just to take a look at Darrell Brister. I really do, and I know that sounds like a huge stretch, because what kind of competition do we go up against? I think Darrell Brister is that good, and I think it doesn't matter. I think we'll have people looking at him.
My thoughts on that scenario, and it's kind of been the behind the door topic on campus, is will Darrell Brister even be in an OPSU uniform next year?
He's real close to that cutoff line.
I've spoken to Darrell Brister. He'll be back next year.
And see, I've heard from other people that spoke to Darrell Brister that said he'll be in a different uniform next year.
No, I heard he'd be back, just his grades come up.
That's college.
Right, that happens.
You're not the best grades either.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I think we just killed the camera. Did we kill the camera?
What did you do?
Well, anywho, we're out of time. So we will be back on next week. David's show is tomorrow. Are you actually doing your show tomorrow?
I'm actually doing my show tomorrow, yes.
Okay, so let's see. What's my work schedule? Yeah, at 10 o'clock, I'll probably be here.
Sweet.
I just gotta get out of bed.
Come on.
That's always Doug's problem.
Come on.
We will, I guess, kind of see you tomorrow. Until then, we'll see you later.